Are you a teenage girl currently home from college for 3 months trying to find ways to occupy her time? Yeah.
Well, honey, we need to get you on Pinterest. Hello everyone, my name is Layla. If you didn't know, welcome to my channel. If you didn't know this by now, I am obsessed with Pinterest. Pinterest and I are locked in. We're ride or die right now. For people who are looking for a social media outlet without the social part or without the pressure of being in the public eye, Pinterest might be your girl. For more backstory, one of my best friends, Alina, we don't see each other that much anymore in person because I am at college and she is at college. One of the ways that we like to stay in touch is by stalking each other on Pinterest. Yes, I said stalking because we check each other's Pinterest accounts basically every day without the other one knowing, just to see what vibe each other is going for that day. You know what I'm saying? I love her vibe because it's very different from mine. She loves to embrace her Indian culture. She loves to embrace like her dreams of living in New York and just that aesthetic, and I really love that for her. I thought it would be best to go through my top used Pinterest boards just so that you can get some inspiration, just so that you can see what my Pinterest board looks like. I'm really sorry if the lighting is changing because I'm trying to do this while the sun is still out and Girly wants to play games with me, but it's okay. If the lighting's changing, let's not talk about it. And if you feel like you need some inspiration of like what Pinterest could be, you know what? That's what this video is here for. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the way that I set this up was I thought it would be best to just go through my top 5, like not boards, but my top 5 categories, so the things that I pin the most. So those categories, we're gonna bring them up as we go. So yeah, these are some of my just initial things that are on my homepage. I haven't pinned these. This is what I'm looking at. I'm sure the majority of you know how Pinterest works, but for those who don't, I haven't pinned any of these things. These are just my feed based off what I've been pinning. These are just my overall boards. I have so many boards. I got Pinterest when I was in like freshman year of high school. So we got some down here that we don't even be talking about. Ooh, girl, what were we doing? Oh my God. Our first category is aesthetics. So I have 3 main boards that I want to share with y'all that fall under the category of aesthetics. First up, we have my girl Cozy. I don't really know how to explain this one. It is what it is. It's cozy. Like the lighting is either very cozy, the overall theme is very cozy. Like this one right here, epitome of cozy. Tell me you don't want to get in the bubble bath with a glass of wine. I've never drank wine before, but tell me you don't want to get in the tub with a bubble bath going, glass of wine, candles lit. Tell me that's not cozy. You can't. Thank you. Then we have just other things. We have like a nice bookstore with all these lights, these candles lit, everything like that. Having you feeling, what I say, cozy. These are things I posted myself. I feel like this is just very fall. Fall is very cozy to me. I also have this. These are like, I posted this on my Instagram too. If you want to follow my Instagram, you can follow it if you want to. It is private, but I'll let you in if you're cool. But yeah, so cozy is just one of my favorite boards because I usually just look at this when I'm feeling like, I don't know, maybe homesick if I'm in like at school, or if I just need to feel like I'm getting a warm hug from someone. I just look at this board, I go and say things to this board. I don't know, I think this is also like what I want my life to look like on calm days, like in the future. So that's why I really enjoy these. So yeah, that's cozy. This one right here, our girl right here, cozy. Second on aesthetics, we have aesthetics. Who would have thought? Not me. Aesthetics is right here. Let's click on it. Let's see what we got in here. Only have 17 pins because I recently created this one, but aesthetics is becoming one of my favorites. I was kind of going through my French girl phase for like two minutes, and I was feeling it. During those 2 minutes, I pinned 17 things. So this is my like French Paris girly board, okay? I don't really know how to explain it. It's just aesthetic to me. It doesn't have to be aesthetic to you, but this is what I dream. This is what I vision as aesthetic. We have our nice like looking out the window at some greenery, just chilling. It's raining outside, having a good time. Like, oof, I love it. We have a nice someone eating pasta. it's aesthetic. I don't know how she's doing it, and she's not messing up that white blazer, that white shirt, but she looks good doing it, and she looks aesthetic doing it. We have like our framed art right here. Tell me that's not aesthetic. You can't, because it is. And just these other things that are in here. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I like it. So last up, under the category of aesthetics, we have my randoms pin. So I feel like no matter what you use Pinterest for, you need to have a randoms board, in my opinion, because there's going to be times where you're like, this doesn't really fit in this category, and this doesn't really fit in this category, but I don't know, I don't want to make a new board. Just make a randoms board. Just save yourself the hassle, save yourself the mind space, and just make yourself a randoms board. So I have just weird stuff in here. I have like these heart candles. I have a stomach mug, an overweight mug, that's what they call it, but it's really cute in my opinion. I thought it was really random. Now that I'm noticing it, I have a lot of mugs in here. But yeah, just really cute random things that I don't really feel like fit anywhere else, but I like them for some reason, and I feel like they need to go somewhere. So these are one of my favorites. Just yeah, not too much to say about this one, but just random things. They're still aesthetic, but they're just really random. This is currently my screensaver on my phone, so I love this one, my favorite thing. Yeah, so if you ever just feel like you have things that don't match, and that's the good thing about Pinterest. Pinterest is separated into categories, but it doesn't have to be if you don't want it to be. You can just pin random things anywhere and just have a good time doing it. It's not supposed to be too much of a hassle. It's not supposed to be too concrete as to what you're supposed to do. As long as you like it and you're creating something that you like and you enjoy looking at, and maybe if you want to share with other people, like how I share with my friends, that can be an option for you. All right, category number 2. This is my favorite category. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite. I don't know. Okay. One of my favorite categories, category number 2, is gonna be dreams. So dreams is kind of like a very broad word. So we're gonna dive into it and you're gonna see what I'm talking about when I say dreams. So my first board, can you guess the name? First board is dreams. As you can see, the cover page is someone holding hands. I wonder why. First off, I want to point out, dreams can mean anything for me. So I like to put in like my career goals here. So hence why I have someone working in a hospital. I have my career goals. I have relationship goals. I just have things that make me happy and that I want to see happen to me in the future. So we're manifesting all of these things. So I do have a lot of relationships in here, a lot of relationship goals. It's a dream of mine to be happy in a relationship. When's it gonna happen? I don't know. We don't need to talk about it, but it's gonna happen one day, and this is what I want it to look like. Oh, is that me? Is that me? It is me. I told you I'd be posting stuff about myself, so I don't know why I put myself in dreams. I don't know. I think I look cute in this picture, so I want to look like this all the time. I don't know. I don't know where my thought process was at when I pinned it, but it happened. I see my boy Jonathan Majors. Oh, he's so cute. Okay. Also, I was a fan of Jonathan Majors before Creed. So all the girls who are out there like, oh my God, my man. I was like, he's been my man since Lovecraft Country. Don't play. My boy Kofi. My boy Kofi. Oh my God. This man is too fine. I'm getting distracted. This man is too fine. He's in my dreams board because if I can't have him, we're manifesting a man like him. So whatever God has planned for that, we're manifesting it either way. Okay. Now that we have that done, we have a second board that I'm going to talk about, and it is my dream home. So we have just what I want my dream home to look like. So I'm very, very, very big on having big windows, like sunlight can come in all day. I love it because, you know, I love my plants too. So my plants need the sunlight. I need my sunlight. I'm an introvert, so I stay in the house a lot. So I need sunlight some way, somehow. So I'm a fan of big windows. I love a good big window. I have more mugs. I don't know what my current obsession with mugs is, but it's happening. I'm here for it. Definitely gonna have plants everywhere. This is one of my favorites. I love this, like having the idea of just having plants overflowing from every corner of my house. And then I love just like dinnerware that are like unique, like no one else has them. So this dinnerware right here is so cute. I can't. Can you tell my favorite color is green? I think you can probably tell my favorite color is green. That's all I have to say for this board. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to manifest this one day, have this happen to me, have it come true. Yeah. Our third category, numero tres, is lifestyle. So these are probably the boards. I have 3 boards in this category, 4 boards actually. 4 boards in this category that I use the most, I would say. So let's just get into it. The first board in this category is going to be outfits. I probably use this board, if not every day, probably every 2 days. Like whenever I go on Pinterest, I always add something to this board. I'm just gonna let it run through, and I'm gonna show you what my aesthetic looks like, just so that you know how I like to dress, or like how I imagine myself dressing, just so that you can see. I don't have to talk about it too much. We're just gonna scroll through it, gonna look through it. We're gonna be observant. Let's just get an idea. Let's see what Layla likes. Let's see what Layla would love to wear. You know, you got an idea? Yeah, you get it. You get it. You get it. This is more like fall time because it's still cold outside right now. So we haven't gotten to spring stuff, but when we get to spring stuff, maybe I'll show you one day. All right, we get an idea. We don't have to say anything more about that. Y'all see it. Y'all see. Y'all understand. Second board in this second board in this category is gonna be shoes. So I just recently created this one because I kind of got tired of I always used to put shoes in my outfits, and then it would be really hard to find shoes that I like. So I was like, why not just make a separate board? So now that I've done that, here are my shoes. I don't have that many because like I said, I just created it, but these are the different shoes that I like. They're mainly heels. Also, these are my shoes. I have these shoes. Oh, hey, Stinker Butt. Oh, hey, Stinky. You gonna stand up there? All right, my dog is here. If you can see him. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right here. But yeah, these are my feet right here. That sounded weird. Not my feet, not my actual toes, but my shoes. I had to pin those on there just to let the world know, just to let myself remind myself of how good I look with those shoes on. So I have a lot of heels on here. I think I mainly have heels. I am becoming more and more of a heels person now that I am getting older. I love a good pair of heels. I haven't worn a pair of stilettos or anything with a skinny heel yet, so I don't really know if I can handle all that. So hence why majority of these pins have chunky heels or platforms, because that's probably all I can handle right now. But majority of my shoes, not a lot, but goes with the aesthetic. You see the vibe. We like it. Next up, we have hairstyles, because being a black girl, you gotta keep your hairstyles popping. You gotta keep them coming. We're not trying to repeat all the time. We're trying to be creative some days. So that's what this board is for. It is very frustrating having to type in every time braiding hairstyles for black people, braiding hairstyles for black girls, this and this for black people. It's kind of annoying, but Pinterest is evolving. I will give my girl some credit. Pinterest is evolving. We're not there yet, but we're still gonna appreciate the improvement. So as you can tell, I have 286 pins in this board. There's a lot going on in here, but I love it. 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 I literally come in here every time that I'm trying to think of a new hairstyle that I want to do, just a new way that I want to, either it's my natural hair or if I have braids or if I want to get twists or anything like that. Especially these are really good for a long period of time. I can just go all the way down and be like, oh my god, I forgot that I pinned this, but I feel like I would still look really good with this. So these are really good to just have holistically, whenever you need a style, girl, go to Pinterest. Please go to Pinterest. Just go to Pinterest. And usually people will respond or put in the caption what type of hair they used, the color that they used. Whenever I am trying to find a new hairstyle to do, I always go to Pinterest. Yeah, Pinterest is that girl for hairstyles. All right, and last up we have nails. I don't get my nails done, so this is kind of irrelevant to me. If I do my nails, I usually use press-ons because I don't like having the commitment of getting my nails done and then having them on for a long period of time. But I just find it so satisfying to just look at other people's nails and look at the art that they have on their fingers and be like, dang, that is so cool. So I just appreciate it and I saved them. I'm not going to go through these too much, but we have nails. So if you ever need some new nail inspiration, also go to Pinterest. If you avidly get your nails done, go to Pinterest. Because if you got good people and they can do any design, Pinterest got you. I'm really scared that the sun is leaving, but like I said, we're gonna act like it's not happening, and we're gonna try to wrap this up because we have 2 categories left, and we're trying to be Speedy Gonzalez out here. All right, next up is culture. These are one of my favorite just categories, just because I feel like sometimes Pinterest isn't as diverse as I would like it. It gets a little sad sometimes to not see that much representation on an app that I use so frequently. But we finally made it to the black side of Pinterest. We finally made it to the black side of Pinterest, to the point where if I go to my home screen, like my initial feed, I can see just black people somewhere, which I really, really enjoy and I really, really like, because I like seeing people with my aesthetic and things that I like that look like me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it gets a little concerning when I'm pinning outfits and it's just all white people modeling said outfits. So glad to see black people somewhere over there. This category is obviously culture. We're gonna open culture up. Culture is one of my favorites because it just reminds me of like my childhood and like things that I do. Like literally this picture right here, beauty supply store. Literally used to go to the beauty supply store like twice a month, 3 times a month even. I remember this vividly, and the fact that people can make art out of it and make it aesthetic and make it like aesthetically pleasing is really cool to me. I love that we're sticking to our roots, we're representing. I love it. The combing of the hair, I love it. The afro, y'all know me, I love a good afro. I love it so much. Literally, culture doesn't have to be too much. Like I do have like pictures like this where it's like giving like Afrocentric, maybe like the 70s vibes like that. But then I do also have just like regular pictures of like people just doing things, people braiding someone's hair. That's culture to me. That's my culture. Those are things that I remember. That's nostalgic for me. And I have a lot of pictures of just like black people just living and thriving and looking good, skin popping. My girl Issa Rae looking good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just makes me happy, because it makes me happy to see that my culture is represented on Pinterest somewhere, and I can find it and I can always go back to it and be like, black people kind of cool. Like we living over here, we thriving. Like I love it. There's one more board that can fit in this category. Are you okay? Hi, Stinker Butt. What are you doing? Hi, bestie. But the last board that goes in this category is black art. So the board itself is very artsy. I don't know another word to describe it. It's very artsy, very artistic, very visual. So visually pleasing to me. So here I just have, this is one of my favorite pictures. I don't feel like it's the most like artsy picture out there, but I do love the vision. I do love the outcome of the picture. I just love how there's different textures represented of the hair, the afros, different colors of the afros, different sizes, different shapes, everything. It speaks to me. It's giving black art. This one right here is one of my favorites. I have this on my screensaver, like, and one of my collages on my MacBook screensaver. I just think it's so beautiful. This is the definition, the epitome of black art to me. I don't really know how else to explain it. It just is what it is. This picture right here, black art. Black art. Black art. This picture right here, don't know this man, but it's giving black art. Yup. Beauty supply store, black art. Yup. Oh, is that me? It sure is. Black art. That was black art, the board. That was overall our culture category. My favorite category, hands down. Makes me happy. All right, y'all. The daylight is fleeting. My knee is starting to hurt. We need to wrap this up because your girl can't take it much longer. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it helps me out. So if you do, that would be great. If not, that's fine too. But I really hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all next time. I love y'all. The people that are here, I love you so much. We're a little family. We're a little community. I love seeing us grow. I love y'all. Okay. Bye.